All right, so for detection and diagnosis, we are using it. We are using it for detection of intracranial hemorrhage and acute pulmonary embolus. And it has helped. We did a quantitative analysis to assess how well it worked. And we found that it improved our efficiency by 11%, and that was mostly on the negative studies, because most studies, frankly, are negative. Positives don't really help that much, although the positive efficiency was 24%. And it improved, we detected things that our RADs didn't detect about 4 to 6% of the time.
Excellent. So not only do you feel that it's helped, but you've measured that it's helped.
Yes, so now the question is, and what remains to be seen is those things that were missed tend to be very small. So a small central subdural lesions. So, and then also for PE, it was isolated PE in the upper lobe, usually subsegmental, that was missed.
Okay, so AI has helped you find your blind spots.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
At Stanford, we have InBio and iSchema View and a fair number of other automatic algorithms. I'm not a radiologist, so I can't give you all the details about how useful it is, but they're definitely driving decisions in a rapid manner for the radiologists.
I guess my view is, how do you define normal? I think part of being a good radiologist is determining what is normal, even when it's not something you see every day. There's a lot of normal variants that you have to be aware of, and I mean some of them are quite rare, but they're still normal. They're just not what everyone looks like. So I don't know. I think that's a training that maybe you would lose out on, or it would make it different. You would have a very different definition of what normal is if most of what you were reading was abnormal.
Thank you, Harry. This is a great program and a great show and great questions, and thank you for this very important question. And what I always teach residents is that if you don't know what is normal, you will never be able to know what is abnormal. So the 4 years of radiology residency, in my opinion, first year you have to know what is normal. Second year you have to know what is abnormal. Third year you generate a differential diagnosis, and fourth year you refine on your differential diagnosis to make it more accurate. So that's how we look at normals. Second thing is, if AI takes away all your normals, it is going to be a problem. The problem is that if you're looking only at abnormals, again, one of our famous neuroradiologists at Penn, Dr. Lori Lovner, she always says that normals are like eye cleansers. We are at a tertiary care institution. We deal with really, really complex cases, 3, 4, 5 resections, multiple cancers, multiple different kinds of treatments. So you have to have 1 or 2 normal cases interspersed in your daily work in order to do a good job with what is abnormal. Thank you.
A startup like Cure AI, when academia thinks it can create its own algorithms.
Thanks, Saurabh, for the question. So what we have realized over the last 3-4 years is that building the algorithm is a very small portion of actually delivering something to the customer. And we built algorithms which could interpret X-rays and CT scans probably 2.5 years ago. But it takes a lot more engineering effort, a lot more, user interfaces, integration, apps, or on-premise processing, on-the-cloud processing, various different things to actually deliver an experience to the customer, because we're delivering a service to the customer. And I would say that for us, AI is only probably about 10 to 20% of our product. Our product is a lot more than AI, and so that's I think what we found in our experience over the last couple of years.
I'm Harsh Mahajan. I'm a radiologist from India, and we do some AI work under a name called Caring. And academia can definitely do what it's doing, and industry on its own part can continue doing whatever else. Ultimately, it is the one who builds the best algorithm, which works in real life, whether it comes from academia, comes from a small one room, two people startup, or comes from a GE, Siemens, or Philips, the proof of the pudding will really lie in the eating. If your algorithm is good, it'll be lapped up. Currently, there may be 500, maybe 5,000 startups, academia building algorithms. What they need is a platform on which it can be housed, and maybe 20 different chest X-ray algorithms will get housed on a platform, and you, as an end user, will choose which one works best for you. So it's the platform which actually, goes in seamlessly into your workflow, into your packs, doesn't disturb things. So I feel academia, industry, startups, they all can work together hand in hand to build the best product, because ultimately the best product is the one that can come into the clinical domain, because you can't make mistakes here. That's my feeling.
Thank you. So the difference between academia and industry is that academia can produce the models based on the data that they have in their hospitals. But what they can't produce is what industry can, and that's a product and a service. And a startup isn't just a model, it is everything that comes packaged with that model. So that'll be the regulatory side of things, the FDA approval, CE marking. It'll be the deployment, it'll be the integration, it'll be the service, it'll be the 24/7 helpline that you ring. It'll be the investment, it'll be the assurance that you have a maintained service. So there is a whole element of the industrial side of the algorithmic development that academia doesn't address at all.
Thank you, Hugh.
Thank you. First of all, everyone, thank you for making this event great. This is really your event. Fascinating discussion. I'll be brief. I do want to speak to the what does academia need industry for? And I would say the argument I could make there is really short, that industry cannot focus on patient care, right? So we need to buy you back time and let you do what you actually are supposed to do, and that is use your clinical insights to treat patients. And if you all really reflected for a minute and said, how much time do you waste clicking? How much time do you waste looking for information? How much time do you waste with 1,000 things? Why would you waste time shopping? Why would you waste time experimenting? Why would you waste time making products, right? And so when you think about the question about overfitting really, to me, I would add, instead of it's a problem or it's not, I would say it doesn't matter. If we can give you things that save you time, then it's valuable, because you'll spend your time in a better way, and that's really what we're about. So we are not focused on a marketplace, we're focused on the interoperability that lets you take the insights from AI, whether it's very raw AI or very polished AI. If it saves you time and it brings you better insights, then it's worth it, and we need to put it in your workflow, and we need you to not even think about it or know it's a product, and that's what we're focused on, is that kind of interoperability. So anyway, big round of applause to all of you, and thank you very much for coming out and making this event great. So thanks a lot.